Hi, VC, what's going on? Matt here, back with a vinyl update finally. Just wanted to show you why it's been about 2 months since I've done an update. This little stinker named Morgan has been depriving me of sleep, like POW camp level sleep deprivation. I would have spilled every secret I knew in exchange for 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep the last 2 months. But we've taken the turn. We're getting like 6 hours at night now, uninterrupted. It's awesome. She's awesome. She just ate and is full. And I'm gonna go take her back to mommy before she cries. I'll be right back. All right, seriously, if it were up to you to make videos for you goobers or cuddle that, it's a no-brainer. I have tried to shoot this like 1,000 times. It's gone poorly every single time. So hopefully this is the one that sticks. I'm gonna get through this hopefully in the next 10 minutes. So 10 minutes or less, we're gonna get through this video. And every time I do a comeback video like this, it's VCLT. I just keep it stacked up. I wanna thank each and every person that sent me stuff. And I wanna show it off to you in the VC to let you know how cool people are in this crazy group of record collectors that we are. And I've got quite a few to show. So I'm gonna blaze through these. We're just gonna kick it off here real quick. Peter, E.L. Peter, I can't remember the last, it's like 1973 maybe? I don't know, link in the description to his channel. Peter sent me some 45s. Great stuff, man. This is awesome stuff. This is Coven, One Tin Soldier, backed with I Guess It's a Beautiful Day Today. Really good hard rock. Then Procol Harum, A Whiter Shade of Pale, backed with Hamburg and Conquistador. So 3 tracks on 145. It's pretty cool. Krabby Appleton, Go Back with Lucy. Go Back, backed with Lucy. I want to make sure that's clear there. This is their first album, this picture here, the debut on Elektra. It's really good and it's cheap, so if you come across it, pick it up. It's kind of a sleeper. It's good stuff. And then, really good stuff here. Fleetwood Mac, The Green Manalishi, backed with World in Harmony. Whew. That A-side, it smokes, man. It smokes. This would have been the cream of the crop if it hadn't been for this one. Now, you may not know the cover. I didn't know the cover. But 2 artists, the A-side, Ty Segall, already. The B-side, Loch Lomond. They're covering Nielsen songs. Ty Segall covers Gotta Get Up. Loch Lomond covers Me and My Arrow. Great music. Wonderful stuff. But it's signed by Ty Segall. I am a massive Ty Segall fan. Peter knows that. He knows the touring manager, his European touring manager, kind of randomly, so he was able to get me the hookup. He sent me 2 signed Ty Segall singles. I already know who I'm going to send the other one to, but I just want to beef up their package before I send that along, pay it forward a little bit. So Peter, big thanks to you, man. I collect autographs as well. I don't know, not many of you know that unless you're friends with me on Facebook. So Peter got both of those boxes checked off there. So vinyl and an autograph combined, worlds colliding. It's awesome. So Peter, thank you so much, man. This applies to everybody, but since I'm starting with Peter, you didn't have to send me anything, man. So it's awesome that you thought of me and that you sent stuff my way. It was mega generous. I need to hit you back up, good sir. And I don't know, you may be in the States right now or you recently were. I can't remember. So I hope you either are having a good trip or had a good trip over here. And like I said, I need to hit you back with some stuff. Next up, continuing with Peter Green era Fleetwood Mac. This is from Bo Grumpus. Sent me this a while back. He had been telling me for years that I need to pick up some Peter Green Fleetwood Mac, as have quite a few of you. And for some reason, I just either haven't come across it, or when I have, it's been too beat up for me to pick it up and take a chance on. So Bo just hooked me up. He was like, I'm sending it to you. You don't even have to look anymore. Here's some Peter Green Fleetwood Mac stuff for you. And man, it's good. After that single from Peter and this album, the hype is real, folks. The hype is real. Don't sleep on this kind of early Fleetwood Mac, pre-Buckingham Nicks Fleetwood Mac. It's totally different. It's blues rock at its best. The guitar work is just smoking. It's great. So Bo, big thanks to you for that. And I don't know, this definitely has to be a Psychedelic Experience show poster some night, I think. The Psych Professor's head on that body, yeah, that's gonna happen. So thanks for that. Speaking of the Psych Professor, Sam hooked me up with a couple albums. he is a giant David Peel and the American Revolution fan. Or I'm sorry, David Peel and the Lower East Side fan. American Revolution is an album from them that I like a little bit better than this. But Sam upgraded this like 3 times and hooked me up with one of his previous copies. This is Have a Marijuana. You'll see recorded live on the streets of New York. So this isn't as produced or as polished. It's just a studio album as the American Revolution. This is live on the streets of New York, so it's a little bit more troubadourish, folky, I don't even know what to say, kind of rootsy, but still very much in that kind of proto-punk, weird David Peel kind of way. I like Marijuana, Here Comes a Cop, Up Against the Wall. Up Against the Wall is great, and that could have been on the American Revolution album. It all sounds really good. Again, it's in a similar vein, but it's that live, performed on the street kind of sound. So it's a little more, like I said, raw, rootsy than a polished studio sound. But it's really, really good. So Sam is correct on those. That's a great album. And then he helped me get a big want checked off the list. Ooh, look at that. You might already know what it is from the reflection. The foil cover, the monkey's head, soundtrack to the movie Head. There's my camera. There's my kitchen. There's records. There's me. Ooh, trippy. Anyway, this is fantastic. This, I think, is, it is for sure the most psychedelic the Monkees got, and might be my favorite Monkees album, aside from the Pisces Capricorn Jones Limited, whatever that is. You know the title. The Porpoise song on here is fantastic, and I really, really like the snippets of dialogue they have from the movie on here. It's hilarious. It's just off-the-wall weird stuff. It's the Monkees trying to be deep, and I love it. So Sam got this in New York City back in March, generously gifted it to me, and big thanks to you, sir. I owe you big for that. All right, now, a guy that doesn't make videos, as far as I know, Adam, if you do make videos, correct me, man. I want to check him out. But friends with him on Facebook. We're in a group together. He's also in the YouTube Vinyl Community Facebook group, and he's on Instagram. So I will link to his Instagram in the description below. Adam is his name, lives in the UK. Hooked me up with 2 albums. One album is a classic 60s psych album, and the other one is a new album. This is Tinned Fruit, self-titled. I'm sorry, it might be called Sorry Guys. Yes, I'm sorry, Tinned Fruit, Sorry Guys. I love the cover on this. This looks like an indie movie cover, right? Like Tinned Fruit, a Duplass Brothers film or something, but this is great. Adam's brother is in this group. I can't remember his name, so I'm going to pull out the sleeve to double check it. Danny Withers. There's the inner sleeve, lyrics on the back, and this is on a blue vinyl. It's a little bit transparent. If I had light behind it, you would see the transparent nature of this a little bit better. But this is great. This is punk, man. Sludgy, heavy, hard punk rock. The first track is great. It's called Feedback, or The Feedback. It almost sounds like a Ty Segall and Fuzz track. It's really, really good. The rest of the album is kind of a mixture of kind of sludgy, heavy stuff and lo-fi punk. If that's your bag, check these guys out. I think they've got some stuff on YouTube. They may have a Bandcamp. I can't remember. But this is a really, really enjoyable album. This isn't something I would have sought out myself, as I'm not really that big into punk. But Adam, thank you so much for hooking me up with this, because these guys are really, really talented. Your brother's a great guitarist. I know does some vocals as well. Really, really solid stuff there. And the 60s album that he sent, The Pretty Things, SF Sorrow. This is a reissue on Madfish, I want to say, is the company that pressed this one up. Nah, I can't remember, but it is a recent reissue, but has the original US packaging style with the die-cut tombstone looking cover. And boy, what a good album. I love this so much. I'll just show off the packaging there. The back, the band photo. This album is mind-blowing. Steve Darr sent me a twofer that has SF Sorrow and Parachute on it a while back. Both essential. If you're into 60s rock, a Parachute I think came out in 1970. They're amazing. They're fantastic albums. They deserve to be in the conversation of great psychedelic albums of the 60s era. You know, this is up there. This is above like Sgt. Pepper's for me. I love this album so much. Great stuff. So Adam, thank you so much for this, man. I think you got an earlier copy, and so you sent this one my way, and Much appreciated, sir. And I had something in the works for you and it fell through, so I'm trying to find something else to send your way. I've got a record show on Sunday, hoping to find some goodies to send your way. So I don't want to tell you to keep an eye on your mailbox because it may be a while, but once I find some stuff, it's coming your way, sir. So thank you for that. All right, the last group of albums, we're almost at 10 minutes, so I'm sorry, I went over a little bit. Back in February, I know, it's a long time, I was able to meet up with a member of the YouTube Vinyl Community Facebook group, Stan. A lot of you may know him. He posts quite a bit, a lot of 45s that he finds in our local area, a lot of flea market, antique shop kind of finds. He had some recent luck with a Stooges single find at a picker's market for like 20 bucks for a box of 200 singles or something, just mind-blowing. But we were able to meet up, hung out for a couple hours and traded some stuff, gave each other some stuff, just geeked out on music for a while. It was awesome. It was a great time. I don't know when we'll be able to do it again, man, but hopefully soon. Stan lives about 45 minutes from me, so we met up kind of in the middle. Had a great time, and gave me a bunch of stuff. Too much to show, honestly, so I just picked out some of the, like, I don't know, more choice stuff that maybe is more in line with what you would expect in these videos. So yeah, kind of the cream of the crop, I guess, from Stan. First up, the Rascals C. Still in the shrink wrap, a really nice clean copy of this. They had an album called Once Upon a Dream, I believe it was. That was kind of a more pop psych album. This is in that similar vein, very soft, rocky, pop psych kind of stuff. Fantastic. I really enjoy their stuff. Their earlier material was very poppy, and that's poppy as well, but it's more with more production elements and some different arrangements and stuff going on. An album that Stan, he gave this one to me, he was like, you have to listen to this. He described it and I was like, I don't know, man, I'm not really a big jazz guy. And he's like, no, listen to it. So this is Paul Horn, Inside. We'll open up the gatefold and show you inside. That's the Taj Mahal, for those of you that aren't familiar. And this was recorded inside the Taj Mahal. Paul Horn, a jazz flutist, or is it flautist? I don't know. But I thought, man, I'm not gonna get into this. It doesn't sound like my cup of tea. I was wrong. This is great. It's almost got an ambient sound to it. It's very Eastern influenced. Some of the track names: Mantra One, Meditation, Akasha, Shah Jahan. So it's that kind of stuff. Very sparse, and it's echoing throughout the Taj Mahal, and I think it was all improvised as he was playing it. I dug this a lot. This is like a $2 and $3 album at most record stores in our area. Pick it up, man. If you're looking for a trip that's not trippy, if you're looking for something a little bit deeper, this is it, man. It's heady. Good stuff. Then the debut from Five Man Electrical Band. This is the reissue on Pickwick. You know, I mean, talking a year or two after it originally came out. And this was in the shrink wrap. I took the shrink off, and you can see the white is just popping on this thing. It looks really nice, and it's a very clean copy. And even with it being on Pickwick, it sounds great. Their album with signs on it, butterflies and whatever else it's called, I can't remember the title of it, has almost a religious bent to it in some tracks. This does not have that. But it's very good. It's pop with kind of a garage edge, not really any psych elements to my ears, but really enjoyable stuff. One I was on the lookout for a while, and Stan graciously gave me that copy. And then this one, Keith, Out of Crank. This guy, man, Keith. 98.6 and Lie were his two big hits. I don't know if there was a more straightforward pop guy that thought he was a part of a scene than Keith. All of his album covers have sort of like a, Out of Crank, kind of a edgy title or something, and almost psychedelic looking covers. And then it's just almost sunshiny bubblegum pop. Sugar Man is the opening track. It made me think of Rodriguez's Sugar Man. I was like, ooh, maybe he's going to talk about drug dealing. No. Talking about enjoying candy, I guess. And then the next track, Candy Candy, Easy as Pie, Sweet and Sour. So you're getting straightforward pop, 60s pop, and it's good, but you just wish it was a little more psychedelic, or psychedelic at all, I should say. But no, this is fun. I really do enjoy Keith's pop music. It's good stuff, and I love the covers. The covers are great, so cool stuff there. And then my favorite gift or trade or whatever from Stan, 10 Years After, Stonehenge. This is an original stereo UK copy, and I love the cover on this. The American cover is kind of cheesy and lame. I like that this one is kind of an abstract painting of Stonehenge a little bit, and the inside gatefold cover is pretty cool as well. Great British blues rock, fantastic stuff. You'll see this hyped up a lot as psychedelic. It's not. It's British blues rock, but it's done so well. Highly recommend these guys, especially their first like 3 or 4 albums. I think are their best. And this is up there in the conversation of best from 10 Years After. So, Stan, thank you so much for that stack. Again, there's like 20 more records I have upstairs that I got from Stan. Just couldn't show them all, but I wanted to show some of the highlights from him. And again, had a great time with you, man. Hopefully we get a chance to do it again, but if at the very least we'll chat on Facebook, on groups and stuff, and you got to share more of your finds at the pickers markets, because I don't seem to get to go to those as often as you do. But again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking with me as I eased back into this, maybe sort of sink or swim, and sank more than swam in this one, back into it. Wanted to do 10 minutes, I'm looking at 15 minutes already. So we'll wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks again to the guys that gave me VCLT. Keep an eye on your mailboxes. It may be a year from now, but I've got stuff for you, hopefully, eventually coming your way. And take care. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.